always be polite, always hold the door open, always give that $10 to charity, always help that old lady crossing the road, always have a smile, always train very hard, always work hard and make as much money as possible so you can look after the people you care about. Always be honest, don't lie, don't cheat, because God is watching.
If you never quit, if you never give up, you're gonna get exactly what you wanted. All you had to do is not be a fucking coward. I don't care about excuses. God doesn't care about excuses. And the winners who went through the exact same things you're going through, who didn't quit, don't care about excuses.
You did nothing but jerk off and watch TV and chase some bitch around who ended up leaving you anyway. Before you know it, a decade of your life was wasted. What did you do with your 20s? All I did was endlessly train and I still outperformed you in every single human metric. You had a decade. You wasted your life. And that's what they want you to do. Unless you're a complete coward, you should be resisting. You need to get as strong and rich and powerful as possible. You need to be a big, strong, rich man with important friends. You have to believe in yourself. You have to fight back.
You have to be broke to appreciate being rich. Imagine being born as an oil sheik. Money has no value. You can buy unlimited Bugattis, you can buy whatever you want, diamonds. It doesn't mean anything. A Ferrari, you think it's going to make you happy? It has no value. Nothing has value. Everything is just whatever. You need to feel the change in your life to benefit from it. It's the journey, not the destination. So anyone who's sitting there going, oh, I want money, good. Being poor is what's going to make you happy once you have money.
I want you all to understand something about life. Discontentment and unhappiness is supposed to motivate you, but you've been tricked by the modern world into thinking that there's a problem with you, that it's a condition, there's a disease, there's something wrong with me. Completely incorrect. When you feel like shit, it's supposed to be warning you that your life is shit and something must change. And it's supposed to inspire you to push harder.
I'm going to say something very logical to you people at home. There is no light without dark. 5,000 years ago, the Chinese drew yin and yang for a reason. They are linked. There is no such thing as a successful person without a failure. For there to be winners, there has to be losers. Therefore, if God is going to give you the chance to become a successful person, He has to make it difficult. He has to lay out a gauntlet. Because within that gauntlet, some people will quit and they can go become losers, which allow the people who do not quit to be winners.
You've never hypnotized yourself?
No, I don't know how to.
Every word that comes out of your mouth is self-hypnosis. Do you consider yourself a strong person?
Yes.
Do you say I am strong?
No.
Why not?
Just don't say it.
Do you think if you say I am strong on repeat overall in a long enough time frame, if you keep saying I am strong and truly believing it, that you'll be stronger?
No.
Well, then you're wrong. You would. Self-hypnosis. You have to believe in yourself. You have to say things.
I stand in the mirror with a pure heart. I know I am the best version of me that could possibly ever exist. I know that God is proud of me. There's nothing that God hates more than sloth and laziness. If God were to create a man and that man were to sit around and do fuck all, God will frown upon you. It's why you're never lucky. If you're listening to this and you think I'm never lucky, I'll tell you why. Because God dislikes you because you're fucking lazy. Start to work. Start to show God the beauty of His own creations. You'd be amazed how lucky you'll become. We talk about depression, anxiety. That comes from self-loathing. You loathe your own weakness. You loathe your own laziness. This is what all of these things are. I don't feel depression. How can I feel depression when I'm the most powerful version of me that I could ever fucking be? How can I feel depressed? It's impossible. Do you understand?
If you did what you believed was best at the time, then what are you mad for? Every mistake I made in my life, at the time I thought I was doing the right thing. So I'm not going to be mad at past me. And every single bad thing that's happened to me, every single piece of trauma that's happened in my life has led me here. So if you're happy with where you are currently, then you have to be happy for every bad thing that's ever happened to you.
One day you're going to look back on all the things you're currently going through and you're going to be glad they happened. You're a different man when you have no safety. You're a different man when you have to pull it off. Most men don't understand what it feels like to roll a dice and you have to get six. No, what do you mean you have to? No, I have to get six. Yeah. Oh, but what if you don't? No, I have to get a six. You're not understanding me. So that's extremely character building.
As a man, the woman you choose is a huge representation of you. If 100 men have fucking used her and thrown her away before you, how can you say I have something special? That's not how the world works. This is the unfortunate reality of the world. Why is gold valuable? Because it's hard to find gold. If there was gold all over the streets, it was on every street corner, it wouldn't have a value. So if you're a girl that everyone's had, your value is going to be destroyed. Your value as a woman comes from the fact that people want you and cannot have you.
If I woke up today happy, I would have done this interview with you. If I woke up today sad, I would have done this interview with you.
What's the difference? Why put so much importance on my emotion if certain things must be done? I must work, I must train, I must resist the matrix. I've got things to do. So why are we going to sit around and talk about how I feel if it doesn't even affect how I act? And as a man, it shouldn't, because there's too much to do. And the masculine world is hyper competitive. You're not going to be able to compete with the person who performs regardless of how they feel if you only compete when you feel like competing. Because there's men like me out there who will be sad every day and outcompete you regardless. I don't care how I feel. I will still win. And that's the kind of mindset you need to adopt.
Let me tell you a secret about the universe. Everybody always says, if you tried your best, that's all that matters. The best is all you can do. If you tried your best, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if you lose if you tried your best. Most people have heard that before. But there is a secret to the universe that most don't know. If you actually try your best, you can't lose. Not pretend to try your best. Not try your best 90% of the time. Not try your best with excuses. If you genuinely try your best all of the time, all day, every day, it's impossible to lose. God is watching and he rewards those who want it the most. If you want it the most, you can have it. It's a competition. Every dollar you want, the house you want, the car you want, other people want, you have to win. You have to want it the most and genuinely do your best, because most people aren't capable of doing their best anymore. To get up every day, whether they feel like it or not, and perform regardless. That is the secret. You cannot fail if you try your best.
I should be a therapist. Come see me with your problems. And I'm going to make you sit in front of a cancer patient and explain to them everything that's wrong with your life. And if you can manage to make that terminal cancer patient feel sorry for you, then you're allowed to be depressed. Otherwise, you have to shut the fuck up and get on. This is garbage. Oh, you feel sad. Boo-hoo. Who said you were supposed to be happy? Nobody. Maybe we're all sad. Every day you get older. Every day you're going to get closer to death. You ran out of milk in the fridge. Your girlfriend doesn't love you. Who gives a shit? We're all sad. And fucking smile anyway.
Losers roll with losers and winners roll with winners. Network is everything. People around you need to be thinking about money, thinking about hustling. If they're not, you don't need to talk to them. I hear this all the time. Oh, but he's my friend. We like hanging out. Hanging out why? To do what? Play video games? And I don't understand why you would allow your mind to take power from you. Why would you let your own mind convince you you're not a lucky person, or I'm not this, or I'm not confident? Why wouldn't you reprogram your own mind to be on your team, right? My mind is my ally. You can dump me in a bikini in the fucking Arctic Circle to die. 2 days later, I'm coming to your house, knocking on the door with 3 girlfriends and a Cadillac. I'm not going to sit there and go, shit, I'm going to die. I'm going to be like, okay, Andrew, you're the man.
When men wake up and say, I'm depressed and life is hard and I'm sad and I'm struggling right now, I say, okay, throughout history, men have always struggled. Happiness is for children and women. Name a time in history it was better to be a man. Was it better to be a man in World War II? Was it better to be a man on the Titanic? Was it better to be a man in the Napoleonic Wars? Was it better to be a man when you were sitting in Vienna and the Mongol horde arrived, ready to decapitate any male and enslave all the females? When's it ever been good to be a man? Building the pyramids, was that fun? It's always sucked. The only time being a man ever is good is if you become an exceptional man, which is even something feminists admit. Because feminists sit and complain about men and say, well, men have this, men have that. But they're talking about 2% of men.
Fascinating.
They don't talk about all men. They say men have the best jobs. 2% of men have the best jobs. Most men carry trash. So you're talking crap.
Nikolai Tesla said something very interesting, and it was, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, you must think in terms of frequency, vibration, and energy. The last couple of years, I've been paying very close attention to energy exchanges and how energy is generated between people.
Negative energy is real, and it's very, very sticky. If you hang around with someone who's negative and talks about negative things and believes negative things, all the other negative energy in the universe hears it and says, this person is susceptible to our fuckery. Let's attack him. Me and my team, we only speak positively. If I'm around someone who's complaining, even about something small, I had a flat tire, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't let negativity around me.
Next time you're jerking off, understand that God is watching. And imagine what you look like. Imagine the look on your face. Imagine your expression. Would you put that video on the internet? Imagine how everyone would laugh. Need to grow. Stop jerking off. Stop being a dickhead.
Who chains us and who holds the key that can set us free? It's you. You have all the weapons you need. Now fight.
What's interesting is this. We talk often about who controls the world, and people often say, Tate, who's in charge of the world? We talk about the people behind governments and people who are controlling the media and the people who lied about me, tried to pretend I'm a really bad person. But truthfully, us as the people have a huge percentage of power. They're only as in control as we allow them to be. If we resist the slave mind and resist the programming, if we watch the things they tell us to watch and say no, it's very difficult for them to control things. Knowledge is power and independent think is power. When they say who really controls, who has the key to set us free, it's you. It's absolutely and utterly us. It's always going to be you. You watching this stream, you have to sit and understand that you are enslaved by your own beliefs that they've fed you. You need to be able to throw them away to become something more. And if you're not prepared to do that, if you're prepared to only sit and listen to what the television has to say to you, nobody can help you, not even me.